This interview is for information only and should not be considered as investment advice or a recommendation to buy shares in the company featured. Welcome to this Stock Box interview.
Marula Mining announces that Phase 1 drilling program at Blesberg lithium and tantal mine in South Africa is over 90% complete, with 19 holes now completed in the Phase 1 drilling program of the hard rock exploration. And of course, other news earlier in the week regarding an increase of the footprint in the area. Well, of course, joining us today is CEO Jason Brewer. Thank you very much, Jason. How are you?
Mark, I'm very well, mate. Thanks very much.
Well, thank you for joining us. So you've got 19 out of the 20 holes now completed in the Phase 1 program. How has it gone so far?
Look, progress has been great there, Mark. We've actually expanded the drilling program from first Phase 1 and the Phase 2. It was supposed to be a 38-hole program. It's now moved to 41. So 19 of those, of an expanded 21 holes on Phase 1 have been done, and the other 2 are in process. So we're completing that this week. So it's proceeding very well, and the drilling contractor and our management team on site have done wonders. We're ahead of schedule, and we're busy pushing ahead on track with both that resource drilling program and the associated mining works program there at Blesberg too.
Okay. So you've increased to 41. Do you know how many meters you're now drilling with the diamond drill? It was, I think, 2,900.
What we've found, it was the same meterage, so we're not going over 2,900 meters. What we've found is actually we're intersecting the pegmatite at much shallower depths than we anticipated, so intersecting the spodumene there. So as a result of that, we've done, out of those 19 holes of the Phase 1, we've done just over 1,025 meters, okay? And that was supposed to be a 1,400 meter program, I seem to recall. So we're doing the same meterage, but we're getting more holes. And that gives us greater confidence in what we're doing. And it's a reflection on where we're intersecting the spodumene, which is very visible in the core.
Indeed. Well, if you're intersecting it shallower, that's only a good thing, isn't it? Because I believe that you were really looking, this drilling, this Phase 1 drilling, is about the resource drilling and also the mine planning, looking to hopefully get an open pit, large scale mine operation going on. So the fact you're intersecting mineralization shallower just goes to almost back up that theory.
Absolutely. As you say, the whole purpose of this drill program, and it's been done in 2 phases, is to allow us after this initial phase to get an initial JORC compliant resource statement out on the hard rock potential of the Numus 1 pegmatite, which is where there was the historic mining and where we're actually treating those stockpiles, which contain the high-grade spodumene. And on the parallel, somewhat smaller Numus 2 pegmatite. So we will be looking to get that resource statement completed in this quarter. And that forms part of the mining right application to start a large-scale open pit mining operation there at Blesberg, which has been the plan from day one.
So that allows you to start that operation pretty much immediately then?
Look, we can move very much straight into, we've already got our drilling and blasting permits. So early in the new year, I know our general manager of operations there, Henk van Zyl, is very, very keen to start the new year off with a bang, literally. So he's very excited about it. So that is the plans. We're investing heavily in processing equipment. We've got a new crushing and screening circuit going. We've got the 2 XRF ore sorters. We've got a lot of investment, as our investors have seen, in the mobile mining equipment. So all of this isn't just for the retreating of the stockpiles, which were already there, which was a 2-year program. This is also in line of moving in parallel with the retreating of the stockpiles into a more conventional open pit hard rock mining operation, which we anticipate will have a mine life in excess of 10 years, purely on what we're seeing at Blesberg. So yeah, this is always the plan, and we hope to be able to deliver on that in terms of all the study work this quarter, and then commit to it into the new year.
Okay. Well, this sounds very good. I'm liking what I'm hearing here, Jason. So, I mean, you're looking to start the new year with a bang, as you say. You're expecting those assays second half of October. So would you anticipate, therefore, obviously you can announce those assays, but also is the plan to get that JORC resource and the mining right and the mining plan all in place before year end?
That's absolutely, Mark. That is certainly our target. That's certainly our plan.
Okay.
We're already doing the core logging, the cutting and the sampling. And we've already got the first samples ready to go for assay analysis at ALS in South Africa. So we're expecting the first assays through in the second half of October. We'll certainly be looking to release them, obviously, but they are very key to basically finalizing that JORC statement, which allows us to do more detailed mine planning on site.
Okay, and then phase 2 has just about started. I think this is about building confidence, but also expanding the resource as well. Is that right? Or expanding, I guess, the deposit size, following where it is?
Yes, look, the initial phase 1 drilling is done on a 25 meter by 50 meter dual spacing, and that's to give us that initial resource. The second phase, which we've already started ahead of schedule, is on a 25 meter by 25 meter spacing. Basically, give us more confidence in the resource, increase that resource category, but also to step out and move into the flats. As people have seen, you've got that Blesberg Hill, the Blesberg Mountain, and that goes down into the flats, as we call it, and goes under some cover. And you can actually see it quite clearly from some of the drone footage which we've put out. So we're going to be stepping out, drilling into that with the view expanding that resource and looking. I think, look, that 8 to 10 million tons of initial kind of resource number is what we're looking at, and hopefully we can deliver something in that range.
Okay. And just picking up on something else that the RNS talks about here today, which is, of course, about the multispectral satellite imaging work across Blesberg. I wonder if you can explain what exactly this is and how it's perhaps influenced your decision there to take further a larger footprint in the area.
Yes, this multispectral satellite imagery work is already started. Again, started on time, is progressing, and that's over both the Blesberg area, and it's also over a new area which we announced that we'd acquired just yesterday called Corridor. So Blesberg is sitting on about 10 square kilometers. Corridor is sitting on 912 square kilometers. So we're actually increasing our footprint in that Northern Cape, that Blesberg region, by a factor of 80. So it's quite a statement by us of, I guess, our intent in the region. Now, this multispectral satellite imagery work is basically using exactly what it sounds, using the satellite imaging. And what it allows you to do is basically identify pegmatites undercover down to a certain depth here. And it really is very, it's almost not Star Trek stuff or Star Wars stuff. We're probably a bit older than that, Mark. But it allows us to really identify ore bodies similar in size to what we've got at Blesberg, down to depths of up to 300 meters. So it really gives us an indicator. And the group that are doing this out of Germany with their technology, really, it's fantastic stuff. And it's really accelerating our ability to identify other pegmatites in that belt, which are undercover. We've obviously mining and treating the stuff at Blesberg, which is the Numus 1 pegmatite, which is at surface. A lot of the pegmatites, most of them in that region are undercover, shallow cover. This will really identify them through all that imagery work and allow us then to focus our drilling, focus our trenching work, and really get started there.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for that, Jason. If I can just get perhaps a final thought from you regarding Blesberg. Of course, we've talked about Blesberg for a while. It was one of the first projects really that Marula had, and we started talking about it a while ago. How are you feeling about the progress that you're seeing now with regards to, of course, the activities on site, the new equipment, the construction of the core shed? You're not a real mining operation until you have a core shed on site. And of course, your partnership with Q Global and the investment there. I mean, how are you feeling looking now towards that bang in the new year?
Yeah, look, I think we had one of our consulting mining engineers go up just 2 weeks ago. And this was his first trip since November of last year, so almost 12 months. And he was flabbergasted at the progress of what we've achieved. Not just in the equipment which is there, which is all brand new gear out of Bell Equipment out of South Africa, which has been sourced through that relationship with Q Global, but also all the physical infrastructure that's been developed, the core shed, the admin offices, the haul roads, the stockpiles, and the general way that operation has been set up. Very impressed with it. So look, I'm excited about what we've been doing this year, but I think this is basically all the grunt work. This is all the hard work now, which I think over 2024 will really start to pay dividends for us, because with this resource drilling work, with the mine planning, as we move away, look, treating the stockpiles is a fantastic thing. We're going to be producing 1,500 ton a month of a saleable spodumene product, 5.5, 6.5% Li2O. Okay, attracting great revenues, great earnings for the company. But the future for us there at Blesberg is on the hard rock potential. And what we've seen already from this drilling, and what I'm expecting from the multispectral satellite imagery work, which is to be completed this quarter, also from the geophysics work, and that airborne survey starts next week, that's really going to highlight the potential in the region. And look, we haven't just done this acquisition of the Corridor Lithium project for no reason. We've done it because we want to have a bigger presence up there, because we feel that Northern Cape region for lithium production is going to be something very significant in Southern Africa. So we're very excited about it. And Marula and its Blesberg project, it's really got us on the map this year. So I'm very happy with the progress we've made.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time today, Jason Brewer, the CEO of Marula Mining.
Mark, many thanks.
If you enjoyed this interview, then give us a thumbs up, a like or a retweet. Subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Twitter, and hit that notification bell to be the first to know when we release new content. There's loads of great content on our website too, across all our programs at stockboxmedia.com. Thank you for watching.